I find your lack of interest in the Advent whiskey calendar disturbing.
What is going on, guys? I am Carlos, and thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Corner. I truly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a friend. Yep, Whiskey Santa. He's not very talkative, so I gotta talk to you guys. Can't really talk to him because he doesn't talk back. I have this cool Darth Vader Christmas shirt. I love Darth Vader. So today we are going over our day 4 of the Advent whiskey calendar. So we're gonna get through what, 33% of the way. Now, as I said in the previous videos, I filled up this Advent calendar box myself with samplings from Flaviar. It's American whiskey, Scotch whiskeys, whiskeys from the world, and bourbon, and one mezcal actually. So one day we'll have that. Plus, we are doing another tasting from something that I have in my bar. So 2 things that we're tasting. One is blind, the other one obviously I will pick in 12 days. So 24 for 12 days. So yeah, kind of adds up, right? The math is right. Anyways, let's get into today's picking. I got my 2 Glencairns. I always forget to get water, but whatever. We're not doing a review, so we're just talking about some tasting notes. So I have my whiskey calendar here, and let's go with day number 4. All right, just like every other day, I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna cover up the thing. This thing is a little hard to pull out. That's what she said, but oh man, I never thought I would say that on camera, but yeah. All right, I finally got it. So we have it, and it's not the mezcal, I can tell you that. Again, I don't know what this is. There's a label on it, and we're not gonna look at that label until we actually get through it. So we can tell it's a Scotch, bourbon, or overall whiskey. So let's get into it. All right. I'm getting better at pouring out of these things. The first 2 or 3, the first 2 videos, I was really bad at it. I don't know. I guess I never poured out of something like this. So yeah, it didn't really work out. But now we are good. So let's get into it. Not really getting much smell from it. Let me whisk it around a little bit. It's not proofy, I can tell you that. I'm not getting that proofy smell at all. So let's, after I swished it around, let me go in for another smell. I'm getting a little bit of spiciness. I want to say it's a bourbon or a rye, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I do smell caramel vanillas, but that doesn't take away the Scotch aspect of it. It is a little bit spicy, but not too spicy, so I don't want to come out and say it's a rye. I'm getting like candied fruits on it. It's kind of like cherries. I smell cherries on everything. So when I say candied fruits, I'm like, didn't I say that for last time? Oh, citrusy. Smell right now was like orangey. But not orangey, like mandarins or nectarine. No, not nectarines. Mandarins are like those, yeah, mandarins. The little ones that you peel and eat. A little bit of wood. All right, I'm intrigued. let's go in for a taste. Cheers. So the taste of wood straight up goes down, medicinal cherries. It's a little bit spicy, but I wouldn't say it's a rye spice. I would say more it's like a cinnamon spice, a little bit of nutmeg. I want to say this is a bourbon, right? Definitely want to say this is a bourbon. It's not bad. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of the Walking Dead Spirits of the Apocalypse. But I know that's not an offering here, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. So let's go in for another taste. Yeah, it didn't change much. It's not bad, right? But it tastes like something I already tasted, right? Like I said, it kind of reminds me of the Spirits of the Apocalypse, wherever I have it. Like a wheated kind of bourbon, kind of, sort of. Larceny-ish. So you know it's already not my favorite. But it's not bad. But it definitely is a bourbon. It's giving me a cinnamon spice in the like top to the end of the palate. If somebody were to gift me this, I'd be happy. Let's see what it is, because I'm intrigued. It's a whiskey, product of the US, and I just bought a bottle of this. I'm looking right at it. So it is Widow Jane 10-year-old straight bourbon whiskey. Yeah. I hope that I like that barrel or that bottle, because this, I don't know if I really liked it. It's definitely not a bourbon that I would buy for, what's Widow Jane, like 70, 60 bucks? Wow. I have a bottle right here that I am staring at, and I just bought that a few days ago. It's actually gonna come out in my video now for the stuff that I've actually, my store haul video for the end of the year. But wow. Again, it wasn't bad. It's just, you know, it wasn't amazing, right? It didn't, like, I feel that the iron smoke from day 2, I feel that yesterday's Ohishi Japanese whiskey kind of like blew my mind, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm gonna go and buy a bottle. This was just, it's all right. It's not a bad sipper, but it's not great, right? So yeah. That's all I have to say about that. I'm gonna have to do a review about that whiskey once I actually pop it, and we'll see where we're at. Now, what am I gonna pick today? Well, because that wasn't so much proofy, I wanna go for proofier whiskey. What do I have here that's kind of proofy? Starlight Distilleries Single Barrel Hubers, and this is Eskimo Brothers Barrel Club pick. So we're gonna go with this. Now, I've had this once or twice when I first bought it, and quite honestly, it's been there in my bar, which is why I'm doing this, right? And I'm gonna do a series of bourbons that I've forgotten. Because you have your favorites, right? This is actually cool. Look at that. You have your favorites that you always go to, but then there's some that like get lost in the shuffle, right? So I'm picking ones that I have not tasted or even opened or gone to in a long time. So that's I'm actually happy that I'm doing this now for the advent calendar. So I have my little Glencairn because we have this here. So let's go in for a taste. Well, smell first. Now this gives me more of a smell than the Widow Jane, right? And again, I've never tasted Widow Jane. I've heard that it's good, so that's why I bought it. But caramel, vanilla, fruit forward, a little bit of cinnamon, nutmeg, spices, but not like, I can't pinpoint the spices, but it's not nutmeg or cinnamon or stuff like that. It's so like complex, right? And it's a single barrel. It's not complex, right? But it has so many smells that it's throwing at you, right? It's a really good nose. And caramel, it's like a creamy caramel. Amazing. Let's go in for a taste because I truly, truly love this. Let's go. So you're getting peppers there, like black peppers, white peppers, something like that. It's definitely not a spiciness from cinnamon or rice spice, but it is that pepper spice. Caramel again, creamy caramel, a very good creamy caramel. I'm getting apples, like carameled apple, right? And cherries, but not like a regular cherry, kind of like a black cherry or dark cherry. I'm getting like wood chips. So this is 118 proof. It says it's been aged for 4.5 years. So for that age, for that proof, this is amazing. When I bought it there at that store, it's the Liquor Locker, I think, in Southwest Florida. They gave me a taste of that and I was just like, yep, I'm taking that because this was amazing. And I've never tasted Starlight Distillery. That was actually the first Starlight Distillery that I got. And it was a barrel pick and I was amazed by it. So this does not disappoint. It's just a really, really good pour. Creamy caramel, like a sugar daddy. Wow, that is just great. Well guys, we had a bourbon that didn't really blow me out the water and one that I just love. So yeah, that marks day 4 for our Advent whiskey calendar. It is a little longer today because I just couldn't believe that I didn't think that Widow Jane was that good. But like I said, I have to do another review on it and we will talk about it. But guys, thank you for tuning in. If you want to support the channel, watching this video supports. So I truly, truly thank you. But if you can do me the favor of subscribing, that is all I ask. Yeah, that's it. Now, if you want to also feel generous, you can also like, comment, click that bell icon, and check out the Patreon right here. Any little bit that you can contribute will be appreciated. So till next time, I am done with both my Widow Jane and my Starlight. Oh look, there's a little bit there. I enjoyed those, even the Widow Jane that I didn't think that, was that great. But I want you guys to enjoy that whiskey. Cheers.